The following is a presentation of Opie TV.
Great putts, great moments. It's on Putt-Putt. Now we go 7. Dennis is going to go front door, caught the lip. It's still going to drop in. Oh, that's the second time I've seen that putt go in like that tonight. Saw Lynn do it in the first round. Oh, good. Pushed it a mile, got a turn down the drop, and it's in. Yeah, that was about over here. Yeah. Good evening, everybody. It's Opie Roberts. Tonight, we are in Asheboro. We're going to have the Tuesday night local. However, we're going to be under a rain delay. We've had rain here in Asheboro since about 5:30 this afternoon. Then we had a big thunderstorm event that happened about 6, and it's been kind of more of a light rain since then. We're not going to start the tournament on time. We'll probably start about 15 to 20 minutes after David clears the course. The conditions here in Asheboro, it is 77 degrees. Winds are light now out of the north-northwest, and humidity's at 95%. If you will, please like and subscribe to this channel. And if you will also use the PayPal or Cash App to help donate to this channel. It appears we're going to have about 15 to 20 players tonight. We will have the lineups for you shortly here, but until then, since we're going to be under a rain delay, let's get some action here from Asheboro from a previous tournament, and we'll be back in about 15 minutes. All right, so we're underway. First up will be Russell Sigmund. First putt of the night is missed to the left, and Russell get a 2 here to start the night. Second up on the tee is the net blocked. The net will make the ace there. And the final player in the first pairing is Chase Ferguson. Chase will get the ace there. And we're underway in Asheboro. Now we go to hole 2. The saddle hole. Okay, that's the ball rocking, and it goes in off the back hump. So that starts her night 2 under. And Chase now on the tee. That's pushed a little, but he gets it off of one rock. And now on the tee, Russell Sigmund. Russell's going to miss it as it crossed over. So he'll put that for 2. Alright. And since we have just the one threesome, we'll continue with them until the second pairing comes on the tee. So here we are on hole 3. And Vanette laid it up there. She's going to put her 2 there. And now Chase Ferguson. And that's left short. He'll get his 2. And we'll see Russell before we head back to the first hole. And Russell also left it short. So that'll be a par. And we go back to the first hole. Pairing number 2 now coming up. And this is Dylan Robertson. Dylan's going to get the hole-in-one there. And he's paired with Rick Bear tonight. Rick's going to get the ace there as well. And we'll go to 4. And Chase is short there on his tee shot, so he'll get the 2. And let's go to 2. Dylan flagged a hump there, so he'll have a long 2-putt coming. And Russell got a kick off the triangle there. He misses right, so he'll get the 2. Back to 2 as Dylan got the deuce there. And Rick also lagged it. So he'll putt this for 2. Let's go to 5. The dogleg hole. Chase on the tee. And off the back rail, and it's coming up just short of the cup. So he'll tapping the deuce over. Here's Russell on the tee. And that looks good off the back rail. No, oh, it left. So he'll get a 2. All right, we're going to our third pairing on hole 1. This is Earl Johnson. And Earl crossed over there, so he'll get his 2. And he's paired tonight with Doug Kearns. Doug, too strong off that back wheel. We'll putt this for 2. All right, back to 4. And Rick kicked off the triangle there. He's going to get it 2. Let's go to 2. We'll watch Earl on the tee.
You got a chance to wait, hit the hole.
Yeah, it's going to
roll
its way and get in. It's not usually conventionally goes in like that, but all right, Doug's going to try the same shot. No, it didn't get up the hump there, so he'll putt this for 2. And that is it there. Good 2 there. Let's go back to 1. We'll have pairing number 4 now for the. And this will be Daniel Kearns first up. And there's an ace for Daniel. And he's partnering tonight with Graham Sigmund. Graham should get this one to go as well. All right, 9 players teeing off. They're on the course. We're going to make a trip over here to hole number 6. First look at the barn hole. Got Rick's tee shot in there. Good putt. Earl got a 2-putt coming up here on hole 4. Hey, on the tee, Doug Kearns.
I don't think that one out there is going to be so bad because it's a flower on the club. Yeah.
Nope, it's going to miss right as well, so he'll have the 2 as well. Graham got the ace there on 2, so he'll be 2 under to start his evening. And we'll go to pairing number 6 here on hole 1. And this is David Greger. David's going to get the ace there. Good putt. And his partner tonight is Mike Alley. And Allie also aces. Good putt. Did you hear about that guy in Burlington last night who hadn't played in like 50 years?
Michael Allen.
Allen, yeah, one letter off.
I know. I saw that on the PPA list. He's one ahead of me of just the N and a Y.
Yeah. I saw the pairings. I thought, wait, I saw Michael A. I said, wait a minute, I don't see Ali out here.
We get paired up this year. That'd be neat.
Yeah, it would be. All right, we head over to 4. Yeah, in case you're wondering, we had a player that hadn't competed since the disco era. Name of Michael Allen. And Graham aces, good putt. Here's Allie on 2, crossed over. Oh wait, it caught the lip. It crossed over, caught the lip, and almost still rocked in. Back to 4. And that's going to be a 2 from Daniel. And here's pairing number 6. This is Jason Miller on the tee with the ace. Good putt. And he's going to be playing with Randy Simpson. Randy also will make the ace. All right, so we're now 13 players deep. We go to 5. And Graham will cross over and we'll get the 2. And let's walk over here to hole 10. Our lead group here. Starting the back 9. Vedette's on the tee. Playing the left rail angle shot, which goes in to perfection. Good putt. Walk up here to 9. First look at the traditional 6-pipe hole with no pipes out there. Rick's on the tee. And Rick's short, he'll have the 2. Let's go 4. David gets his 2, we head to 1. And we're starting pairing number 7. And this is Joe Vesperman with the ace there. All right, welcome back to Asheboro. It is now 7:30. It is still sprinkling here. You can see here. I've been told now that it's going to be another 10 to 15 minutes to give David time to blow off the course. So we're looking at about a 7:45 start. Players are practicing as we speak, trying to get accustomed here to the saturated carpets here. Course looks to be in pretty decent shape. The cell that hit Asheboro about 6 o'clock did become a downpour similar to the one that hit Burlington yesterday around that time.
Sorry, I couldn't hold it.
All right, so we're gonna go back to our rain delay coverage, back to the tournament that you were watching, and we'll come back in a few minutes. Hopefully we'll have the tournament started. Until then, we'll catch you in a little bit. Start here for Joe and his partner tonight, Chris Bunning. Hit it late, he's going to get a par. All right, let's look at Randy on 3. Short on the tee shot. He's got about 3.5, 4 feet for par. Our first look at 11. Russell going to the back rail, laying it up basically to get the 2. And let's go to 2. All right, Joe's in the saddle, and that's going in. Good putt. And back to 4. Jason on there with a 2 there. Over to 12, the rat hole. Chase Ferguson on the tee. Object is to get it up into that hole there on the ramp there. If it's missed, you have to hole up top to putt into. Good putt there. All right, we're going back to 1. All right, pairing number 8. This is Richard Garner. And Richard is just off the right lip, so he'll get the 2. And tonight he's going to be putting with Win Games. And Lynn's going to miss left there. He's going to get his 2, and let's look at Bunning on 3. It's going to come out. Oh, it doesn't turn back in.
It wanted to go.
There is a little ridge there behind the hole there. They can put your ball back in like that. Rick's on 11. Okay, that's a 2 there. Back over to 2. All right, Richard with the ace there. And let's look at Joe on 4. And Joe just missed right. So he will have the 2. And now back to the first hole. On the tee first is John Perry. John missed left, and he'll tap in his 2. And tonight he's going to be playing with Wendy Kearns. Wendy will be short, so she gets a 2. Alright, so we have now 10 groups on the course. Let's see if we can go out here on the other end here, get a couple of shots here. Well, we'll go to Randy on 6. Playing the left rail shot, and he drills it in. Good putt. And Jason Miller on the tee. He's going straight. He just got a piece of the opening there, and it pushed it out right, so he'll get the 2. Walk back here to 2. And Wendy lipped out there. All right, we're going back to 1. Pairing number 11. And this is Lee Rutledge. She's going to miss left. Leah starts her night with a 2. She's paired with Kim Miller. She's going to get the ace there. Good putt. Let's go to 4. Richard's tee shot looks good. Nice putt. Let's see if I can try to go 7 here. First look, it's what is called a tree hole. Randy with the 2. Jason Miller on the tee. I've got now that came off the right rail too late, so Jason will putt this long 2. And it goes around, so he'll putt for 3. We'll go to 3 from this position. And another one short there for Wendy, so she's got 2 there. Over to 6. Joe Fesperman on the 2. And that is in for Joe. Good putt. And we're going to quickly go to 5. Nope, we're going to go back to 1.
You've been playing this weather?
I ain't been out here since September.
And the next to last pairing in the open field. And Stephen Atkins will be first. That's missed left. He'll get a 2. And playing with him tonight is Johnny Brower. That's crossover. Johnny will start with a 2 there. And we'll get John Perry on 4. Good, looks good, but it tailed away at the last second, so John's getting a 2. All right, here is Wendy on the tee. Wendy's gonna get herself a 2 as well. All right, we head to 3. Kim's tee shot. It's going to come up short there too, so she'll likely get a deuce. All right, we'll check out Leah on the tee. Leah's going to get herself a 2-putt as well, up to 12. Graham missed it and went up top, and he's over there by the left rail. There is a special relief ruling there, a Sharpie line that's 3 card lengths off that back rail, plus you get 1 off the side. Well, there's Stephen with the ace there on 2. Johnny on the tee. Johnny's going to get the ace there. Good 2. A good putt, man. All right, back to 1. And now we're going to our final twosome of the night here in the Open Division. It'll be the brother-sister combo here. This is JR Lanier. JR hit it too hard there, but he's going to putt this for 2. And he gets the 2, and here's Ivy Lanier now on the tee. And Ivy misses, just catching the lip. And she'll get herself a 2. All right, so all the Open players are on the course. We got a threesome in the novice in a minute. Let's go to 5. Front door for Johnny. No, caught the left lip. And there's 18, which the first group is done for the first round. We can go to 17. Rick Baird is on the tee. Got a bad kick there, so he'll get a 2-putt there. And we go to 5. Wendy on the tee. Oh, no, it's rolled down, so she'll have her 2. Putt. Well, no, I meant to say she'll have her 2 putt. She's going for 3 now. Let's go to 17. And Dylan missed there, catching the lip. We'll head to 8 the first time. You'll notice here this hole has changed. That gate that was there for the last several years has been taken out. Most players still play that same shot, which is right rail back door, and also that triangle there on the left rail has also been eradicated. So that's Chris going for his 2, and he gets it in. Back to 18, our first look at the table and shoot hole. Look on the 2. Skims past the hole there, and so he'll get the 2. Her local ruling, all putts on the table are deemed good. And Dylan will be on the 2. Dylan will get the 2 there, just getting past the hole on the right. Now let's look at 5. It's going to be about 1.5 foot apart. And here's Leah on the tee. She's going to get the 2. All right, we are back in Asheboro. The rain has pretty much let up at the moment. Still got a few sprinkles out here. And here it is, 7:45 in Asheboro. We're going to go ahead and get started. We'll get to the lineup in a moment. And we're going to go ahead and go on the first tee. I don't know the exact total yet. Blurry here. All right, we're going to have Chase Ferguson on the tee first, the defending champion. Won in the 3-way playoff over Graham Sigmund and Leah Lutwig. And Chase missed left on his opening shot of the evening. Starts with a 2. He's paired with Leah. Leah's going to ace there. All right, so we'll hop her on the tee at 2. Yeah, back to hill, so she'll putt for 2. Will go in. Good putt. James will get his first ace. Now we'll go to our second pairing. And this is Graham Sigmund, who also was in that playoff last week. And that looks to be short. He'll have par. And his partner is Keith Waters. And Keith's also going to get a 2.
So I don't take a big number.
All right, let's go to 3. Leah's going to be short there. All right, let's look at the pairings for tonight. All right, so we have an abbreviated field tonight, a total of 17 players in the open division, 2 in the novice. There we are. Okay. And let's go over now to the first hole again. Got a little wind here blowing at its present time. Alright, we'll go to 3 then. And Graham went past the cup, and he's going to get his 2 putt there at the back rail. Now we head to 1, and this will be Randall Smith. Watch that water spin off the bottom of that ball, and he gets the ace there to start his night. And on the tee now, Russell Sigmund. That'll go left. So Russell gets his 2. And let's go to 7. First look here at our tree hole. Gonna stand underneath this tree. Wind is really picking up. It's probably around 15 miles an hour right now. And there's an ace for chase. Now we'll see Leah's t-shirt. Oh, caught that puddle there. It's still going. That was going to slow down enough to leave it short. All right, we'll go back to the first hole. Pairing number 4 tonight of 8. This will be Doug Kearns. And he's waiting for his partner to arrive. Here's Doug on the 2. That's in. Good start there. And on the tee, David Gregory. That slid off the rail. He'll have the par there. All right, we'll go back over here now. First look at hole 4. And Randall Smith, who over the weekend, he won the APA State Championship on the Virginia Tour in Bristol. Good putt there. Randall came from 8 strokes down after the halfway, and I think he shot 76 or 77 to beat Clayton Craft down the stretch. Russell's tee shot. That's going to be in. Good putt there. We'll go over to 2. David's tee shot. That's going to drop in. Also in Bristol, Charlie Hale won. Led wire to wire in his victory. He also won partly down there in the last night. Pairing number 5 on the tee now, Mike Johnson. He's going to be short. That's a 2. Now on the tee, Jex Harris. This is potentially Jex's last tournament. Don't know if he's going to be there. This shows it. Actually, he's going to probably be at Burlington tomorrow night. Jex is heading back to school next week. He'll get the 2. Now let's head to 5. First look at this hole. I bet you this hole is going to be problematic. See that Randall snagged the hill and it's going to get a putt for 3. Let's go to 8. Our first look here. He slammed that ball and still left it about 8 inches short of the cup. He'll get the 2. That's on 5. And that's going to be a par. He'll get that tapped in, and now we'll go to 4. And Doug's going to get the 8. Well, no, he didn't. I thought that was in there. We're good. All right, now we'll go to 1. Pairing number 6, and we have Daniel Kearns up on the tee. Yeah, he's in. Good putt. He'll be playing with Dylan Robertson. Dylan's going to be in there as well. Good putt there. Let's go to 3. Check out Jex on the tee. That's got a swing over. No, that'll be a deuce for Jex. All right, we will head over to 2. Dylan lips out. So that'll be a tapping in the saddle. Now going to our next to last pairing. This is Randy Simpson on the tee. Randy's going to miss, and that's going to be a par there. His playing partner this evening is Earl Johnson. Earl's going to get that short there. He'll have that par. Walk up here to 12. First look at this hole. That hole, and there's Keith. And wow, he just caught the right lip, but somehow missed, got up top, just above the hole. He's putting this for 2. These putts break hard to the left. Well, he gets it. Good 2. Back to 2. Earl's on the tee. And nope, bags the hill there. Back over to 4. Dylan's tee shot. And that's going to be a 2. Go back to 1. This is the threesome to finalize the Open Division. And that was Jesse Carter. Gonna got that for 2. Just got it. He stubbed the ball there, but it rolled enough to get in. Now this is Wendy Kearns. I slid the rail. She's gonna get her 2. And the final player tonight in our Open Division is Connor Carter. Looks good there. Here. Well, it died there at the back rail. He'll get the 2. All right, move up here to 5. All right, hug the rail. So Dylan gets his deuce. Well, we'll take a look at Wendy on 2. I think she's going to wait a second. Randy's on 3. That was for at least a 3. All right, we'll watch Earl's tee shot. That looks short and about 2 feet away, and he'll have that par putt there. Let's get 11 for the first time. Recognize our newly crowned APA champion in the Virginia Tour. Randall's putting for 2 there. Nope, not that. Now we got Russell on the tee. I don't think it's going to get up the hill. Well, it just does get up, so he'll have the par. Earl's on 4 with the ace there. And now we go to our novice division, and this is the net desk. Hit that one a little early and also slid. That'll be a par there. And here's Nikki Hornfield. And that missed. And she's putting for 2. And that puts the 19 players that are competing tonight on the course. The first group is already in the house. Let's go around the course now. We'll go to 5 again. Earl on the 2. And that's all Earl can do there. That'll be a par. We go to 8. All right, Daniel playing straight shot, and it'll drop. Good putt. First look at 17. Oh, took a good spin off that angle for Keith, and he'll tap that par in. Walk up here. Now on 8 again. Dylan's tee shot. And Dylan will not get that one. Stayed out to the right. He'll have the 2. Let's go over to 6. I'll first look at the barn hole. And here's Earl on the tee. And Earl's tee shot just misses the left. So he'll tap that deuce in. And back over to 12. And David missed the right. Missed the rat hole off to the right. Now he's by the right rail for his, left rail for his 2. And gets it in. All right, let's look at 10. Mike Johnson on the tee. Nope, that's going to miss behind the cut. And let's go to 13 on first look here. And Doug Kearns with the ace there. Good putt. Back over to 10. This was Jex on the tee. And that looks good. Nice putt. David on 13. And that left it short. So he'll have the 2. Let's go to 9. Dylan's going left there on his tee shot. So he'll tap in his 2 off the back rail. And back over here to 6. On the tee. This is Jesse Carter, and it sailed left there on his tee shot. And he's going to produce a par there. Now we go to 16. It's our first look at the trapezoid hole. Russell's on the tee. And he caught the lip, front lip there. He'll have the par. Let's go back to 7. Randy's going to be short there. Oh, we got water on the cup there on 16, but we don't have that special ruling where you can pick it up. So, we're going to have a lot of drowned balls here this evening. Randall's tee shot is in there. Nice shot. All right, we'll now go back to well, yeah, we'll go to 10. Randall, sorry, Dylan taps his 2 in. Step up here to 5. And next gonna be, well, just got it up the incline. She'll putt that for 2. And, all right, we got Leah now starting her second round on 1. This is not going to be one of them longer tournaments this evening with the shortened field. And Leah does not get it. She'll have the 2. Here's Chase on the 2. Looking at the score, Chase shot 29. The other 3 players that are in the house have shot 31. We'll get to that in a moment. Chase is going to ace there. No, it grazed the left lip. All right, so let's go to 8. Randy's tee shot. It's going to get to the back rail, and that's it. Over to 7. And Jesse's tee shot missed left off the left rail. He'll have the par coming up. All right, we go now 18. This is your first look at this hole. Russell's on the tee. Nope, missed right. So he'll have the par. As per usual, all putts on the table are declared good. Randall Smith on the tee. Not a hook on that one, but he'll get the 2. All right, let's have a look at those scores. I was gonna go inside, but I'll explain in a minute why I'm not inside. There is Chase at 29, and then the other 3 players that are in the house at 31. Okay, I don't know if you can see through the glass here, but this is the newest member of the Asheboro Mini Golf Petting Zoo. This is a 10-year-old, like a chocolate lab, kind of like one of my former dogs. Her name is Abby, and there she is. Look at that. I got her attention. I did see her earlier today. She was real sweet to me, but she's not accustomed to the other people that are here, other than David and Nikki. That is Nikki Stahl. And she has a bandage on her right leg because they said she had a cyst recently, so they put that on there. Right, on to 17. We got Mike Johnson going for 2 now. And Jack's on the tee. Oh, yeah. All right, Jax gets a deuce. All right, let's walk up to 16. All right, Daniel removing look like a leaf there by that left rail. He's on the tee now. And no, not for Daniel. So that's a tap in deuce. Dylan now will be on the tee. That's going to be short. Looks, yep, that's a tap in par for him. Everybody else has. All right, so we head to 9. Connor is putting for 2. All right, gets it there. All right, Jesse's now on the tee. And he drains it. Good putt. All right, we'll watch Wendy's tee shot. That's going just left, and she'll tap in her too. We'll continue on. Earl putting for his, looks like a 2 on 11, and it goes in. Randy on the tee. And, oh, just missed the right lip there. He'll putt this for 2. We don't have many groups out here. All right, let's look at Graham on 5. Hug the rail, and he's going to get this 2 there. And then we'll see Keith on the tee. Trying to go front door. It didn't even get up the incline. This is going to be a long 2 putt here for Keith. Let's go over to 2. And there's, well, we got Russell making the tee shot there. And we'll get to the scores in a minute. I'll show you what he shot first round. Randall's on the tee now. Nope, lagged the hill there, so he'll have the 2 putt there. Keep trying to save his deuce here on 5. It does not go. He gets a 3, and we'll move over to the scores here after Daniel is done with it. So let's see what we have. A pair of 27s now have the lead at the moment. That's Russell Sigmund, and then Daniel Kern shooting 27. So Mike Johnson's now third at 28. Chase at 29 makes him 4th at the moment. All right, so we'll go over to 8. Now Chase crossed over and missed left. It's his 2 here. We'll check out Leah's tee shot. Get in. All right, Leah's going to put her 2 there. And here's Graham on 7. No, kicked early off that left rail and caused it to miss left, and he'll have the par coming up here. All right, we'll stay with Keith on the tee. He'll putt for 2.
I mean, it doesn't matter.
Go to 10. And Nikki just missed off the back lip. Back to 9. Chase missed to the right, and he'll putt for 2. And here's our first look at 14. Randy on the tee, and it looks like he pulled it and just come off the left lip, and he'll putt for 2 here. Chase with the deuce there on 9. And Randy with the deuce there, and back over the 9. Here's Leah putting for her 2 in the same area that Chase was. Nope, she pushed it. And we return to 14. Earl's going to get it. Yeah, no, we don't. It stopped. All right, over to 13. And there's Connor, left it off the edge there. That's a par for him, and we'll check out Jesse's tee shot. Slid the rail, and that's rolling down. All right, he'll putt for 2. You would have been allowed to relief over there. Yeah, would have. But, yeah. Let's see if Wendy can get. Nope, she's short. That's a 2 there. All right, let's go to 3. Mike's tee shot is. Oh, it didn't stay up, so he'll have to be at the corner for his par. And let's go to 10. Leah's trying to go right rail back door with her tee shot. It does not go there, so she'll get her tap in 2. Back over to 6. Doug Kearns got the right lip, and he'll get the par. Out to 9. Graham's pulled it left, and it will be a 2-putt there. He's about 3 feet from the cup. All right, and we'll go back to Jesse on the tee at 14. All right, he gets the ace there, makes up for the 3 on the previous hole. Keith's tee shot now on 9. That's looking to be right, and okay. All right, he's getting his 2. We'll head to the tee at 7.
Tires, fuel.
What? Bathroom break. I like it. Yeah, 2 tires.
I think you got some wedge put in too.
All right, well, let's go to 17, man. Randy is going to miss the tee shot there, so he'll go for his par here. All right, we got Earl's tee shot now. Let's go to 8 first. All right, Russell gets a par there. Now we head back here with Earl on the tee. Well, ladies and gentlemen, this is another first. Actually, not really a first, but I mean, I'm going to tell you this, Earl, that's better than some of the putts I've seen jump with them using the ramp this evening. Yep, got the 2. I've seen putts jumping the ramp and stopping right there at that back rail. So, all right, we go to 9, I think. Yeah, Randall by the left rail. He's going for a par. He'll putt for 3 now. No, I saw there's a couple of 27s right now. And there's Wendy on 16. She is going to tap that 2 in. Look at David Greger on 8. David's short there. That'll be a par. All right, let's look at Earl on the tee on 18. And Earl putts for 2. Let's go to 17 again. That was Jesse. That's a 2 there. Back to the tee. That's 8. Doug's going to miss. Hit it a little early off that right rail. Well, Connor's going to get a 2.
It hit that a triangle.
It's still a spin like crazy.
All right, we'll see Wendy's tee shot.
I know.
Nope, that'll be a 2 there. We head at 7. Mike Johnson's going for 2. Makes it there. Quickly to the tee, Jex Harrison. Jex will not get it either. He'll have the 2. Then we go to 18. Our open group is about to complete the first round. Jesse gets a 2. Connor didn't get it on the table. He'll putt for 2. Meanwhile, we'll go to 6. Dylan's on the tee. And Connor got the deuce there up the chute into the cup. And Dylan gets the ace there. And meanwhile on 18, Wendy missed her opportunity for an ace or even man on the table. She'll have the 3 there. Let's go to 17. A novice twosome now on the hole. Well, Annette hit the hole. She's got about a 4-foot par there coming up. Let's go to 9. There's Doug missing right, and he'll have the par there. We head to 17 again. And Annette gets her 2. Nikki on the tee is going to leave that one up well short of the cup. Back to 16. Chase is on the tee. And it's in. Good putt. All right, we're going to go to 15. Our first look at the ring hole. Got Graham's tee shot. Almost into the conclusion of their second round, and there's the ace there. All right, we head to 18 again, and looking at a net on the tee, and she's short of the chute. Now she'll put her 2 there. And that'll be a 3. Now Nikki to close out the opening round. And that is also, well, it missed just barely to the right. She'll have the par there. All right, so we're now into the second round completely. Here's Daniel on the tee at 8. And, well, he gets the ace. He didn't think he hit it hard enough to get it there. Back to 17. Now it's Leah on the tee. She'll have the 2 there, over the 8. And Dylan missed there. He'll have the 2 there. Let's go back to 16. Graham missed in front of the cup, and he'll have the par there. Okay, so we can, now let's go back to 18. Oh, Chase jumped over the hole. He'll have the par. All right, now Leah finishing her second round. All right, she'll have her 2. We'll go now. We'll go inside the clubhouse because the dog is out for now. Oops, and all right. So we have currently in the first round of the Open Division, Russell Sigmund and Daniel Kern both shot 27. That has the lead at the moment. And in third place is Mike Johnson at 28. And then we got a tight battle here in the novice division, and that's up by 1 on Nikki. She shot 36. Chase is now at 59 after a round of 30. And that round, it's going to be a few minutes before they start their final round. Let me get out of the way here. Close the door.
Thank you.
So the dog don't run around, and all right, we'll head back to 14. And Randall missed there, pushed it out a little bit. So he's putting for a 2 here. Got it there. We go to 13. And Doug on the tee, left that short. Jack's on 11. And it missed off the right lip, back to 13. David's going to make the tee shot. Let's swing up to 4. And there's Randy's tee shot, and he hit the right half of the triangle, and it still spun out and missed right. Now that carpet was replaced before last week's tournament, and it also moved the tee mat about 2 inches forward, so it's not playing the same as it used to be. All right, we go to 12. And Mike missed. And rolls it off the open end. He'll putt for 2 on the tee mat. Missed there too, and now he's putting for 3. Okay, so he'll be putting for 3 now. That's not an easy putt from where he's at. Meanwhile, we go to 10. Daniel's on the tee. He's tied for the lead after the first round, and he's got this ace to go. Well, we got another. That's one of the stray cats that lurks around the field there. And here's Jex on the tee now at 12. All right, he scraped the mat, but he still got it. To 10. Dylan crossed over. He'll have the deuce. All right, let's go to 17. And Russell, the other co-leader after the first round, is on the tee. You know, he hit the back rail, and he left it. That's the closest I've seen to the hole there. Back to tap in 2 for Russell. Oh, looks like the Popo, and that's actually a state trooper there. Must be getting somebody on the south end of 220 business. Randall's tee shot also comes up short. He'll have the par. We go back to 16. Got this in front. That's going to be a 2. Watch Russell finish his second round on the tee at 18. Oh, looks like one of them gig employees here. David ordered DoorDash or something. Oh, maybe. Oh, it's MJ with the MJ with that DoorDash order here. Now, I'm jealous now. Okay. now, all right, let's go to now. We go to the tee now. I'm jealous. And Russell will miss, and so he picks that up for 2. Randall will be on the tee. And it hit the back of the or front of the cup there. Let's go to 17. And Doug's going to get his 2. And here's David Greger. And that's going to be a 2 there for David. Back to 7. Randy gets the ace there. Nice shot. All right, we'll go to 5. Randy, you will putt for 2 at that back rail. Back to 7. Earl will not get the ace, it appears. He's left it short. Back to 5. Oh, Jesse hit the rail early. Caused it to miss the triangle. And that'll be a 3. Alright, we go to 16. Alright, here's Mike Johnson. He got the ace there. Good putt. And let's head back up to 14. And watching Dylan miss there to the right. And Dylan's putting this for 2. Back now to 6. Windy. Now it hit, well, it scraped that little opening there off the left side. And it caused it to swing off to the right. Here is Jesse on the tee now. That missed right. He'll go for 2. Back to 15. And Daniel is not going to get a hit the right half of that ring, which causes the ball to slow its momentum. We got Earl on 8, missing there. Mike Johnson on 17. Wow. That almost went in. Just had too much spin off that angle. And here's Connor on 7, putting for 2. Get from here. We'll go to 18. And there's Jex on the tee. Finishing his second round of play. And he will get the deuce. Back to 7. And Jesse slid the rail. Didn't think he hit it either, so he'll have the 2-putt coming. Mike Johnson on 18, that missed left. He'll have the par. And there's Annette there putting for 2. Let's look at some more scores into that second round. And Russell's at 55. So he'll have a 4-shot lead at the moment. Daniel is about to play 17, so we'll go to there now.
It'll be okay. Right?
Daniel just teed it, and he'll get his 2. All right. We'll get them on 18 in a minute. Here's Jesse putting for 2 on 8. With that to go in, and we head to 10. We got Randy on the tee. And horseshoe there off the front lip. That's rare there. Trying to step up to 18, and well, Daniel's going to get his par there, finishing his second round. Nicky on 7, putting for 2. Oh, she jumped it over to the back rail. She's putting out for 3. All right, we'll go to 1. Now we'll go to the final round. We'll get in position here. Chase is going to be starting the round. He's at 59. He's 4 back of Russell at the moment. And Chase gets a 2 here. All right, we'll look at Leah on the tee. And that's a 2 there for Leah. All right, let's, well, it's going to be a while before the next set of scores come in, so let's go ahead and show you the scores at this moment. Daniel's also at 55, shot 28 in that second round. So Russell and Daniel have the lead at 55. Chase is at 59, and he made 2, so we go to 10. On the tee. Connor's tee shot. Oh, nice roll. Good putt. All right, here's Chase on the tee at 3. Chase will not get the ace there. He'll get the 2. I want to send out shout outs to the other courses that are having locals tonight. Also having some weather issues earlier in the day. I don't know if they're still having it now. Kingsport had rain in the day, and Fort Wayne had a deluge. And I don't know, and that's their 7:15 start time. It was still pouring, so I don't know if they were able to play on the volcano course this evening. All right, we'll go to 4. All right, Chase will go for his 2. And let's head to 9. We don't have many. Yeah, we don't have many groups on the course as of now. So, well, Nikki's putting for 3, and let's go to 12. Earl missed that one to the left. He's by the left rail for a 2. And quickly to 5. Nope. Slid off that right rail. He'll have the par. And we'll check out Keith on 3. And Keith getting his 2 there. Alright, now Graham on the 2. And he'll get the ace there. Nice shot there. And here's Russell on 1. Beginning his 3rd and final round of the evening. Tied for the lead at the moment. That's going to be a 2 there after he missed off the right lip. And Chase got a 2 there on 6. Graham got the ace there on 4. And we go back to 11. Randy's going to make it. Good putt there. And we head back over to 4. Keith gets that ace to go. We go to 10. Annette's tee shot is behind the cup. And she'll tap in her 2. We head down to 2. Russell got it off the back hump there, so he'll get his first ace of the final round. And Chase now to tee at 7. You can tell by his body motion. This is there. So Chase will remain 1 under with 11 to play. That puts him at 94. Let's go to 14. And wow, I thought Randy had pulled it, but it did line up and it's in. Keith again having issues with hole 5, leaving it short of the incline. All right, we'll check this deuce putt. Russell's on the tee at 3. Chase now on the tee at 8. Daniel still has roughly 5 minutes before he gets back on the course. Well, Keith missed the deuce there. Russell's short there, getting his 2. Chase
Freeze on this hole.
Chase got the 2 there on 8. And we go to 9. Leah Rutledge. It's going to be left of the cup. She'll have her par. Look at Graham on 6. And Graham missed it off the right lip. He'll tap in his 2. Walk up here to 4. And Russell missed to his left, and he gets his 2. And there's Chase. Going to be 1 under, going to the back 9. And let's look at Randall on the tee here at 4. And Randall just missed left as well. Let's go to 11. Nikki missed there to the left. She's by that angle for her too. We go to 10. All right, Leo gets her 2. Chase missed there. So that tells you Chase is already in the quit mode. And let's go to 7. Oh. Graham hit that left rail very early, and it caused it to hit that corner there on the narrower version of this fairway. Let's go back over here to 5. Here's Russell's going to get another 2 there, so he stays 1 under. Let's check out Connor on 14. He gets the ace to go. And let's return to 8. And Keith missed again. He'll have the par. There's Randall getting his 2. On hole 5, back to 8. Well, Graham with the ace there. Russell on 6. And off to the right. So Russell still 1 under. Going to the 7th hole. All right, we'll walk up to 13. And Annette, she got a front door. That is not uncommon, but it's rare. Let's go to 12. And I think Leah's putting for 3 here. All right, here's Chase on the tee. Chase running out of holes. Yeah. All right, he'll putt for 2 at the back rail. He does get relief, which is equal to 3 card lengths. You'll see, well, that you don't see it, but there's a black Sharpie line going from the left rail to the right rail. They do have 1 card length off of the side. And Chase got the 2. Let's go down to 5. Never mind, David got the ace there. Good putt. All right, to 7. That's racing to the cup. It goes in. Good putt. And Russell's now 2 under now, going to 8. Here's Connor on 16. And he gets it there. Good putt. And Chase finally gets 1 to go on 13. So he ends his drought of 11 consecutive deuces. or 10 consecutive deuces. We go back now to 1. Actually, let's go to 8 first. Daniel will be second on the tee on this group, playing in the first hole. All right, Russell gets a 2. And we've got Dylan listening to the left. He gets his 2. Let's quickly go to 4. Well, Jack's hit the tip. He's left it short. And Daniel starts with a deuce here on 1. So Russell will head to 9, going up 2 on Daniel. Not sure what Chase did on 14, but I think he's running out of holes. Here's David on 7. It is off the back rail and in. Slid off that right rail, but it stayed up, and he gets his ace there. All right, let's parade over here to 2. Trying to get Daniel. Oh, he lags a hill. We'll watch this 2-putt here. It will lip out, so we'll get a 3 there in the saddle there. You'll go to 1 over on the round. So Russell's up 3 on Daniel. And Randall missed his 2 there on 9. Zoom up to 5. That's Mike Johnson's tee shot. That's going to be a 2 for Mike. And let's go down to 9. Here's Russell on the tee. He's going to be at the back rail. Going for 2. Daniel getting a 2 here on 3. So Daniel stays +1 on his round. Gets it there, so that puts Russell at 89 at the moment. Let's go to 4. And Daniel stays 1 over on the 3rd and final round. We go to 10. Russell signaling at 89, Daniel Kearns 92 at the moment. All right, Russell gets to 88 at this moment. Back to 5. Dylan gets his 2. Check out Daniel on the tee. Daniel will have the par there. All right. I'm watching Russell on 11. I'm trying to get the scores here, but okay, Russell's at the back rail. So looks like a 2-man race here in the final round. Russell and Daniel both at 55. Chase is third at 59, tied with Connor. Okay, so you're up to speed at the moment. Let's go down to Daniel on 6. Off the right lip. Daniel taps in his 2. Russell got the deuce on 11. So the lead is still 4. Let's go to 8. And Mike slid that rail. And this is going to be a par. Let's look at David Greger on 10. Nope. Off the back lip there. He'll get his 2-putt there. We head back to the tee. Duck Kearns. And Doug missed behind the cup as well. Russell on the tee at 12. Short, well short of the cup. So he'll putt for 2. And this is critical here because he has a 4-shot lead. Trying to watch Daniel play 7. Could have a 2-shot swing at least. Well, Daniel does make 7. And Russell saved the deuce on the tee mat. Let's go to 9. And Jacks with the ace. So Russell's lead is currently 3 on Daniel. Connor's yet to start his final round. And here is Daniel on the tee here at 8. That one's sailing right, like he pulled it down the fairway. That keeps him at even par, and he's at 91 going to hole 9. All right, we'll look at Dylan on the tee. Dylan's going to get a 2 there. Back to 13. And Russell looks good. Yep, good putt. All right, so the lead back to 4. And Daniel returned the favor there, so it was 4 about 3 seconds ago. Now it's back down to 3. All right, now we go to 8. So Daniel's now sitting at 90 at the moment. Russell at 87. Dylan's on the tee.
The way I look at it, turning to the front always goes the right way. Because I can't go anywhere to the front. Well, look at it.
Well, Dylan's going to hold off. We go to 14. Good putt there for Randall. All right, Russ will be on the tee. And that's left. He'll putt for 2. Let's go to 10 right quick. Mike's gonna get us par there. Russell back on the tee. Whoa! That took a nasty turn up that hill there. And there's Dylan short there on 9. Oh, Russell missed his 3. This is now interesting. Alright, a 4 drops him to 2 under, and that puts him at 89 at the moment. We go to Doug on the tee at 13. That's in, good putt. Now to 10. So Daniel's got some new life. He's only down a stroke. And he will no, caught the back lip. That's a 2. All right, we're going to go to 1. Connor's on the tee, starting his final round. Missed there, so he'll putt for 2 to 15. Now zoom in. All right, Russell got one of those bogey strokes back, puts him back at 3 under. And Daniel's now, well, there's Dylan with the lip in there. What retired player Gilbert Sharp once said, ringy, ringy, ringy. All right, so we've got Russell in at 88 and Daniel at 90. Connor is, well, he's even after the first hole, but he's got plenty of holes to play. David's going to miss left on 14. All right, let's go to 11. We'll check on Russell as you watch Daniel on the tee. This there to the left, he's putting for 2. Russell missed in front of the cup. So the lead is currently at 2. All right, let's look at Daniel. All right, Daniel does get the 2. And Russell saves his par, so the lead is still 2. Let's go to 7. I saw Connor just come off 2, but I couldn't see how he did. And Earl's going to get a 2 putt here. All right, we go to 17. No, Randall pulled a deuce. He's tapping in for 3. All right, you're watching Russell. Well, I was going to say I'm watching Daniel, but Daniel's not on the tee at 12. That's going to be a deuce for Russell, so he'll go to 18, only at 3 under. Connor's even through 2. And here he is on 3. Oh, slid past that right lip and did not drop. And Daniel short there on 12. All right, we got to go to 18. Russell is on the tee. Daniel did get the deuce there off the tee mat. And Russell will finish with a 2. That should put him at 88. All right, let's go to 13. Here's Daniel's tee shot. And it goes in. And he's now within 1 of Russell. And Connor's now 0 for 4 in the final round. All right, let's go back to the 13. And Dylan with the ace there. Swing up to 15. All right, Mike Johnson should get this one to go. Good putt. Now we go to 14. Daniel missed, and that's going to be a 2-putt there. All right, so I have Daniel at 89. I've got Russell at 88 at the moment. We'll go to 5. All right, that's a 2 for Connor. Yeah, Russell at 88. That's the score to beat at the moment. Oh, wait a minute, Mike Johnson, is he at 50? Yes, he is, but I'm not sure how he's playing. Daniel is sitting at 89. Jack's there with his 2 on 16. Not good. Well, he can't really see that well.
600.
Okay. So Mike's at 89. Connor got an ace on 6. We go to 15. So Mike Johnson is within 1. On the tee. Here's Daniel Kearns. Oh, he pulled it. Wow. And that almost went in. So Daniel is at 89. To 17. Jackson's tee shot. That's the closest I've seen it come to the cup tonight. And I mean literally coming close. Connor, oh, little dipsy-do there on 7. So that's his second ace of the round. Mike Johnson on 17. He's going to have to make 18 to tie Russell. Let's go to 16. Connor was 93 right now. Dylan, front lip there, he'll have the par. This is for share the lead. It goes in, good putt. Connor gets a 2. Now Mike Johnson, this is for share the lead. All right, he'll finish at 89 with that deuce. And we head to 17. And Daniel will not get it. That's a 2. All right, let's look at the scores out of the novices. And we will get to Daniel in a minute here. Still a close battle. Annette's at 76. And Nikki at 77. This looks to be a down to the wire moment here. Let's go back to 16. Well, let's go back to 17, excuse me. Dylan's going to get his 2. Let's go to 9. And Wendy's putting for 2 at the back rail. All right, here is Connor on the tee. This will give him 92 if it goes. it stays out, he'll get the 2. Back to 18. Daniel, this will give him the lead. All right, so by my count, that's an 88 for Daniel. Let's go to 9. Jesse, oh, got the horseshoe there. So Connor's sitting at 93, so he needs 5 aces on the back to share those 2. Let's go to 8. Here's Nicky on the tee. Now I got word, as far as the schedule goes, I got word that because of the weather that happened in Burlington last night, John Wilder has scheduled an unplanned tournament for tomorrow night in Burlington on the road course 2, starting at 7:30, and that's on the tee. I had not planned on being there, but I don't know if I will or not. That might be a last-minute decision. Let's go to 10. Connor short there, so that's his 2. All right, we've got a couple minutes here. Let's check out the updated scores. So it appears Daniel and Russell have shot matching scores in each round.
You and Russell.
Okay, so Connor is 5 back with 8 to go. Mike Johnson's finished 1 back, so we may be heading for a playoff for the 2nd straight week. We go to 12. That's Earl on the top layer there, putting for 2, I believe. Gets it. All right, we got Randy Simpson out on the tee. Randy pulled it there, so he'll be putting there by the left rail. And he gets that deuce putt. Let's go to 11. And Wendy will putt her deuce putt there. All right, Connor now on the tee. And that will stay up. He'll get his 2. Now Jesse on the tee. And, ooh, just missed the left lip, and he'll be at the back rail for his 2. Let's go now to 13. Earl will get that 2, back to 10. I'll put Nikki on the tee. And it's going to miss behind the cup. She'll have her 2. And Earl got his tap-in 2 there. And we head to 12 again. And Wendy is now playing for a 2 on the tee mat. That's pulled, and that's also rolling back down. She'll putt for 3. We go back to 14. Yeah, good putt for Randy. Back to 12. All right, Connor makes his tee shot, puts him at 3 under, so we go back to 14. Connor will be 4 back with 6 to play. Earl missed to the right there on 14. He'll putt for 2. Let's go to 11. All right, Nicky's putting for 2. And Earl's putting for 3 there on 14. All right, we go to 13. Late off that rail. Oh, died as well. So he's getting his 2. We go to 15. Randy's going to get a 2 there. Hit the center part of that ring there. And we head back now to 13. Let's check out Wendy's tee shot. Wendy's going to be short there. She's getting her deuce. Back to 15. And Earl, strong. Pretty. Oh, Connor got the ace there on 14. So let's walk up here to 12. All right, we got Wendy putting now for 3. Well, actually, she just picked up for 4. Now it's a net on the tee. Missed there. She's up top. She's by the left rail. Wendy on 14. Her tee shot missed right. So we got Connor at 91. He's 3 back with 4 to play. And Annette gets her deuce. Now we'll head to 16. And Randy will tap that 2 in. A net on 13. Looks like, nope, that's crossed over. That'll be a par, back to 16. And Earl's gonna get it, good putt. And just to get within 1. It goes in for Connor, good putt. All right, so let's look at the scores while we've got Russell and Daniel both at 83. Connor is at 90. Mike Johnson finished at 89. Chase finished at 90. Connor's still got 3 to play. Got to make them all to win the local. There you have it. There's Russell at 88. Daniel at 88. Both shot Matthew Rounds, 27, 28, 33. Mike Johnson's right now 3rd at 89. Chase is 4th at 90. And also, well, Jesse at 60 could. Whoa! Excuse me. Well, all right, to 17. Well, looking over at Connor, he missed the tee shot there on 16. Now he's got to make the last two. So we're definitely going. So it appears we're definitely going to have a playoff. And it's starting to rain again. Well, the good news is it's only 9 holes. Randy's going for 2, back to 16. Jesse's going to get a 2. All right, Randy on the tee. How are you doing? How are you doing?
I don't know.
Okay. Randy's going to get it too. Well,
Or I'll get a 32.
yeah. All right, we got 18. We are going to have a playoff. The question is, how many players? Because Connor still has to can ace out to get to 88. Randy's tee shot will be left, and that's the 2 there. Earl's now on the tee. Earl will get the deuce. All right, Connor on 17. Oh, so he will have the deuce there. All right, Jesse on the tee. And Jesse's also getting a 2.
I hit the corner.
So we will have a 9-hole playoff between Russell Sigmund and Daniel Kearns. They can elect which 9, front or back. Wendy's getting herself a 2. We go to 16. This is still a battle here for first here in the novice division. Annette's tee shot. Short. And she'll have the tap in too. All right, let's go to 18. This is for third. If it goes, nope, he's going to get his 2. He'll settle for 4th place tie at 90. Back to 16. Annette with her 2. Nikki's now on the tee. And Nikki missed there in front of the cup, and she'll be putting for 2. We head back to 18. Wendy on the tee now, finishing her evening. Get up. Nope. That didn't. Get up to shoot, and she'll putt for 2 now. Oh, and almost went in there, so she picks up a 3, and we're down to the final 2 players in regulation. Annette's tee shot, that'll end up being a deuce putt there. Oh, missed there, so she'll go for 3 now.
Daddy, if they get my name, please get it.
All right, Nikki on the tee. And that's a miss. She'll get her 2.
See, buddy, y'all take care. I enjoy it.
All right, now we'll head to 18. So, Nikki's on the tee. And that'll be a par. She'll wind up with that. And here's Annette finishing up her night now. It just got on the table. That's for 2. So let's get a complete rundown at this moment. I think the dog's in, but I think she'll be fine. Yeah, she's fine. Okay, so it's just transcribing the scores here, moving it over. We are going to have another playoff. We are going to have another playoff between, this time it's between Russell Sigmund and Daniel Kearns at 88. 87. Oh, Jex. Oh, I missed that. Well, apparently I'm... Well, here's the novices. Annette hangs on. She wins by 2. And then David Rager sorting the scores out here. I missed out here. Jex shot 26 in the last round, finishing at 87. So, congratulations to Jex. He gets the victory. So there won't be a playoff, thank goodness. So, Jex shot 26 last round, wins by 1 over Russell and Daniel, finishing at 88, and then Mike Johnson is fourth at 89. And then Annette wins with the score of 114 to beat Nikki by 2. See if I can hunt down Jex here. Okay. There he is. We have to get the congratulations to, surprisingly to me, the winner tonight. Well, Jex, what happened that last round? Because I got none of you apparently, except for maybe a couple of holes.
Played fair on the front 9, and then it turned on the back 9, and just kept it going a little bit, good enough.
Yeah, I had no clue whatsoever that you had shot that low score there. Of course, with the conditions tonight, it's impossible to me. But yeah, you look like you played the final round like it was a dry course there.
Yeah, 6 in a row is probably the best start I've had on the back 9. So.
Oh, you made the first 6?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Congratulations there.
Thank you.
Unfortunately, we won't be seeing you defend next week.
Back to school.
Yeah, back to the military school over in Charleston.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say this. Good luck down there this year. Hopefully y'all do some wonderful things on your football team this year. And the baseball team did pretty good last year. Hopefully they'll do a bit more success.
Or not regional champions, but conference champions.
Right. Hopefully better success for them going down there. So, all right. So, congratulations there to Jex, and we're gonna wrap it up here from Burlington. I'm sorry, from Asheboro, not Burlington. We could be at Burlington tomorrow night. It'll be at 7:30 if we do televise it. If not, we'll be in High Point Thursday night at 7:30 from Course 2, the Panda Course. And it'll be High Point's final regular season tournament of 2026. So until we meet you whenever that is this week, I'm Opie Roberts. Thank you for our telecast tonight, watching this rain-shortened event, and we will talk to you later on. Good night.